Started. Good afternoon, respected chairpersons, judges, presenters, and participants. I am Baba Mishra. It is my privilege to welcome you all to day 2 of International Conference on Research Developments in Sciences and Technology for Achieving Sustainable Goals using Statistical Techniques, organized by Amity School of Applied Sciences, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow campus. This conference serves as a platform for distinguished researchers, academicians, and practitioners to share their knowledge and deliberate on the applications of statistical methods in science, technology, and sustainable development. Today's session will focus on topics ranging from financial inclusion and distribution theory to corporate technology adoption, health studies, Bayesian analysis, and advanced regression modeling. This session is being chaired by Dr. Ajay Pratap sir and Dr. Premlata ma'am. Now, each presenter will share their research findings and followed by an interactive question and answer session. Our first presenter is Ms. Mahima Sivani. Ms. Mahima Sivani, are you present? So we'll proceed for further. Uh, Ms. Nimisha KM. 10 minutes of experience. That's it. Nimisha ma'am, please respond.
Okay, so this is the call for Nimisha KM. Miss Nimisha KM, are you here? Please be available for your presentation. If she's not available, the next one is Miss Nupur Sinha.
Sir, this is Nupur. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm trying to load the presentation actually.
Okay, ma'am. Participants, please be ready. Next one is Miss Pooja Kumari. So, Miss Pooja Kumari, if you are in the meet, so please be prepared. And next is Prerna Dwivedi. If anyone have ready PPT, so can present.
I'm ready with the presentation. If I can go ahead, I can present.
Your voice is not clear.
Is it better now?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Mahesh here. So I'm ready with the presentation. If I can go ahead, I can.
So, Mahesh Divakaran. So please you present your video.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Is it visible now?
No, it's not visual now.
Just shared. Let me reshare once again. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visual.
Okay, great. Okay, so okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mahesh Divakaran, and I'm currently a research scholar doing PhD in statistics at Amity School of Applied Sciences. And
Can you
and
put your
I'm
camera on,
yeah, sure.
please?
Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, so today I'm going to speak about the machine learning based hybrid framework for multi-omic data modeling as systematic review. So this is the integration of biological data is central to the future of personalized medicine, and this review investigate the cutting edge computational approaches driving this field. Okay. Okay. Now, the background and background of multi-omic data integration. So the background of multi-omic data integration and the view of the modern biology is systemic. It's a fundamental understanding that no single biological layer tells the complete story. So we have different category of omic data that is actually helping us to tell.
Mahesh, can you please come to your objectives?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the objectives.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So can I start from the initial one, or because we have some backgrounds as well? Okay. Yeah. So we have different omic data sets. So it's basically genomic data set. It can be split into different omic like epigenomic, transcriptomic, photomic, and all. So all these data sets are actually giving us the system, giving us a system level framework. So using all these data, we will get a more better insights to disease mechanism and biomarker discovery, and that will help us to find the problems or identify the problem and go with a more personalized treatment compared to a single omic data approaches. However, the data and high dimensional the data are high dimensional, heterogeneous, and noisy, so that is making it more computational challengeful. The role of machine learning in this one is the traditional biostatistical methods often fail to scale the modern omic data because it's actually having a a high dimension, and we need feature extraction, dimensionality, detection, and prediction methods and all. So the traditional methods often fail there. So we prefer to use the machine learning algorithms and all. Nowadays, deep learning in particular enables and end-to-end trainings of the ohmic data that is often seen as a black box, because more data or more items are actually not present, or everything is not visible to a researcher if you are using simply the deep learning algorithm. So we have a hybrid framework model that is combined with machine learning and the mechanistic or flex models or knowledge graph, ensemble methods, graph neural network, and all. So these hybrid frameworks help us to get the information or extract the information more precisely. That will help us to determine the issues or factors causing the genomic problems more clearly. So we have, when we were doing the research gap analysis, we identify a couple of issues or a couple of research gap. While the rise of machine learning or multi-omic well-structured documents, a clear gap existed in the literature regarding the systematic synthesis of these specialized hybrid approaches. So in the previous reviews, they are either focused on single omic generic machine learning approaches or applications, or they are simply primarily categorized high-level integration strategies like early, intermediate, or late stage issues only. So what exactly we were missing was a consolidated body of evidence across the critical innovation period. So we have taken an innovation period from 2010 to 2025. Specifically, we identify a couple of lack of evidence in the area of multi-omic data analysis, which omic combinations are most studied. So we are not sure which omic combinations or which omics are mostly integrated and all, because it's mostly focused on the single omic studies and all. The dominating hybrid architectures, that is either graph-based or neural mechanistic or neural network-based approaches only. And we also see a lack of standardized performance and benchmarking trends across the common public data sets available. So in the existing research literatures, we find mostly they are focusing on general machine learning or deep learning in bioinformatics, not a specific method that is capable to handle all the multi-omic data analysis. And it emphasizes some deep learning models for disease classifications, but not the hybrid framework. It's only classifying the disease, not predicting or doing any inputs to the, or it is not bringing any clarity to the data. It is also a categorized integration strategies we can find in different stage, but it is not analyzing the model hybridization. It's only looking at a single model genomic data only. And what we already know now, we have a couple of hybrid methods, that is ensemble method, graph neural network, mechanistic hybrid methods, and all. So a couple of the algorithms like MO, Geonic, KGL, etc. were actually often used nowadays. And it integrate ML often outperform a single omic approaches only. So the gap we have identified are these things: no systematic evidence for consolidated hybrid ML use, lack of comparative data, and which omic combinations are most commonly used, or which hybrid architecture dominates in the field, or what are the benchmarking result across the data set. And only few studies, when we review the data, we find that only few studies address interpretability or reproducibility using the FAIR principles. So this is the tableau showing the same, what are the gaps and all. So when we come to the objective for this paper, it's actually a systematic review model we try to find. And it's an ML-based hybrid framework for multi-omic data set. And we systematically reviewed the topic from 2010 to 2025. We summarize the publication trend across these platforms. I use the Python to uh, gather all the papers related to these article, and also using the keyword search and all using Python, we have extracted the publications are related to these topics. And we categorize by omic modalities, integration strategies, and ML model, then identify trends and challenges and gaps. Then we provide the future research direction for reproducibility and clinical translation. So search strategy mostly use an automated application using Python framework to scrap the data and all. So the database we used is PubMed, Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE, BioX, and cross-reference and Arvix. And the time frame used is 2010 to 2025. Inclusion is English, machine learning, deep learning, greater than 2 omic types, hybrid framework, etc. Exclusion was reviews, omic, non-machine learning statistical methods and all. So these are the main keywords used for the search. Now, this is the Prisma flow diagram, which we actually find. The identification was from PubMed, cross-ref, Arvix, Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE, and all. We found this much papers, and out of that, we also found some overlaps and all. So around 9,000 overlaps papers were found, and unique record was around 21,000 unique records. And from those, after careful iterations and all, we came to 120 papers for the analysis. Now the publication, if you look at the publication trends, very few hybrid machine learning papers before 2015 was there. And there's a sharp growth from 2016 to 2024 in this field because of a lot of research is actually happening in the omic data analysis and all. So from 2016 to 2014, we can see an exponential growth in the area. And cancer, cardiovascular disease, neurosciences, and are dominating on these papers. So these are the areas dominating on these papers. So if you look at the sizes, most of the studies, almost 70% of the studies, we can get the transcriptomic omic data sets, and then 65% comes with genomic, and proteomic 40%, metabolomic.
Sir, please be quick. 2 minutes left.
Okay, 20% and all. And we use the integration strategies. So early integration, when we look at the data, we found the early integration 50%, and intermediate integration 30%, late integration 10%, and graph network 5%. Graph-based approach has 5%. And the hybrid machine learning architecture, mostly if you look at the data, mostly 60% of the data sets are using traditional machine learning only. 45% are using deep learning, and simple methods are 20%, graph-based models are 10%, mechanistic models are 5%, and 15% are only using the machine learning plus hybrid machine learning methods. So these are a couple of case studies on the same, and these are a couple of findings throughout the paper. The interactive model outperforms single-omic approaches only, and deep learning shows strongest performance in classification tasks. Graph-based and knowledge-driven hybrid improves interpretability. A neural mechanistic hybrid requires lesser training data. And the challenges we faced, mentioned in the papers are reproducibility, lack of benchmark data sets, and FAIR principles. Interpretability, black box nature of deep learning graph models, and data heterogeneity, that is batch effect across omic data, generalizability. So And future direction for multi-omic data integrations are privacy and collaboration. We can collaborate with different clinical organizations to get a diversified data sets and all. Then interpretation and trust. So shifting from black box to an explainable AI models. So that is actually a crucial method for identifying actionable biological mechanisms and building clinical intelligence for data analysis, clinical biological data analysis. So then standardized and validation. So we can implement the fair workflows, that is findable, accessible, interpretable, and reusable workflows, and also develop open source benchmark to accelerate the robust research. Now, a higher resolution of the data, expanding integration into single cell, temporal and spatial omic dataset, moving from the static snapshot to dynamic context, and also contextual understanding of the disease. And clinical translation, it develop a hybrid machine learning pipelines that integrate with omic data with the EHRs and imaging. The goal is seamless translation to predict the models into real world or personalized.
So Mahesh, can you please conclude now?
Yeah, that's a conclusion slide. So, with that in summary, the hybrid machine learning framework, particularly deep learning and graph hybrid, are the state of art in multi-omic modeling. This field is actually maturing, but the critical next step is ensuring reproducibility through standardization and enhancing interpretability. The ultimate goal is to transition these powerful predictive models into the actionable tools for personalized medicine. So with that, I'm concluding here, and thank you. I'm open for any questions.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you please send your title in the chat box?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay, Mahesh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So have you implemented this framework?
No, it's a systematic review. We are on the process of implementing the new model, new framework we are proposing, and also there was a challenge, as I mentioned, to get the data. So we gratefully we have managed to tackle the data.
Really, what data set you are going to use for this purpose?
It's the genomic data set we are using from the, we have collaborated with the European Cancer Genomic Research Center. So they are actually providing the data. So it's a genomic data, basically genomic extraction data. So from humans only. So it actually having enough data to run a machine learning models and all.
What model you have thought for the implementation purpose and why?
We are using a hybrid model. Basically, the model includes
In
the
machine
machine
learning,
learning.
see, in machine learning, we are having n number of models. So
Huh,
tell us the name of a specific model that you are going to use.
No, we are actually planning to propose a new hybrid machine learning framework that will use the classification models as well as the predictive model, including the Bayesian models we are trying to implement, and we are planning to implement all of these three methods and come up with a new framework. So that is the objective of our research.
See, machine learning is a ocean. So
Yes.
you have to be specific that what things you are going to use, and according to your objectives, you have to settle down them. And this can lead you in a good approach because your data set is you are going to get, as you said, that you are having some collaboration with some
Yeah,
agency.
European
Yeah,
Cancer Genomic
so
Research.
data set is good. So if you could take the good algorithms and you will freeze them, it can provide a good result. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Next, Miss Nupur Sinha,
Yes, sir.
please present. So, Ms. Nupur Sinha will share Greening the Growth Engine, a comparative study of infrastructure economics across major Asian economies. Please, Ms. Nupur Sinha.
Starting the sharing actually. Good afternoon, everybody. My research topic is Greening the Growth Engine. It is basically a comparative study of regional cooperation, green financing, and innovation, which is happening in the 4 countries: India, Vietnam, Indonesia, and China.
Can you put your camera on?
I thought it was. Sir, is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
Sir, I've connected from mobile as well. 1 second, I'll just mute.
Please start
Yes.
presenting.
Ma'am, your mic is off.
Sir, the topic for presentation is Greening the Growth Engine, a comparative study of regional cooperation, green financing, and technological innovation in India, Vietnam, Indonesia, and China. I'm basically a research scholar in Amity School and working under the guidance of Dr. Manoj Pandey in ABS, Amity Business School. So basically, by research topic, what this paper intends to do is compare the factor which influence the infrastructure growth across the Asian countries, compare the strategies which have been adopted by these countries, and what are the common lessons which we can learn, and what are the future course of action that we can take for promoting the green growth, basically. That is the intention of this paper. So moving on, basic research gap which I found in this in this study was there was limited comparative study existing for regional cooperation between the regional cooperation, financing, and technology, how they are linked for the green transitions which is happening in basically Asian countries, and what is the link between the sustainable growth and green transitions by these economies. So I will start with a brief detail of Asia Pacific region to give an understanding of what basically this paper intends to do. So as we know, this is the major chunk where the developing countries fall. So this is the area of like where the major development is going on. But taking into account the overall global view of reducing the dependence on non-renewable sources of energy and moving towards a more of a greener and a sustainable growth model, we have to balance our growth in line with the overall strategy for development. So, in response, what these countries are embarking to do is have a balance between a greener growth way and a cleaner energy, sustainable model of framework. So, some of the regional. Yes, sir.
Can you please come to the methodology part?
1 second, sir. Sir, the methodology which I actually should I detail it or just you want to view it? Okay, so sir, the methodology which I adopted was mainly data collection from various like World Bank sources and ADBI sources, and from these sources, the data, quantitative and the qualitative data was captured and it was analyzed. Moreover, some case studies were also taken into account from the government and MDB data to compare them, multilateral development bank data, to basically compare the various countries on different trajectories. Like, for example, we can take China into account. China has got this model of Belt Road Initiative, which is proving to be a huge success right now. So what are the, what is the expenditure, what is the involvement in that? In Indian context, we have got this ISA, which is Indian Solar Alliance, where India has increased its dependence on the solar energy. Basically, right now, we have the largest solar park of the world in Rajasthan, which is the Bhara. I'm actually forgetting the pronunciation of that name, but it is it is one of the largest in the world. So every economy is wanting to play to its potential or its advantage, or where it has got a USP. Like India USP is more of a based on the solar energy side, so it's wanting to lead from there. So based on that, sir, this study has been conducted.
What are the findings?
So can I, one second. So findings are basically like India has leveraged platforms like SARC and ISA, as I told you, and sector engagement with the neighbors for cross-border renewable and resilient use. I told, it is making more use of solar park models and everything to finance and growth. When we come to other countries, like if I take the example of Indonesia, it has gone for the ZTP model, which is basically platform, which is basically a model wherein they are trying to phase out the fossil fuel use and the non-renewable sources of energy with renewable sources, along with they're trying to like re-establish the workers which have been, which have been disturbed or which have been unemployed by these sources. They're trying to reskill them and search for their rehabilitation or something of the sort. And here, Indonesia has actually got $20 billion funding from these sources. Then, as we see from Vietnam, there is a shift. They get more of funds from Japan and Korea to fund their sources, and they are also yes, sir.
How will you analyze the economic imbalance in the Asian countries from carbon emission point of view?
Sir, actually, this study wasn't targeting it from carbon emission point of view. It was more targeted on the renewable sources and how they became more what are the how they are funding the infrastructure point of view. From that point of view, the study was more detailed. Although this can be taken into account for, I think, future. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Since you are taking the greening the growth engine, so whenever you are thinking about some sustainable development, carbon becomes one of the very important factor among these development.
Sir, see, just as I okay, I do agree. It is not very detailed on that point, but I think the model which is adopted by Vietnam, or for that matter, even for Indonesia, is kind of covering in that aspect by the help of this JETP is kind of reducing the carbon emission. It is targeted towards reducing the carbon emission. And again, if India increases its dependence on, it is also a part of India is actually not 1 second. Like this China model also implements, aims to reduce the dependence on this carbon emission thing. Even that Asia, which is going on, India is not this is a part of it, but it is involved in the dialogues and everything that aims to reduce the carbon emission. So all these targeted, I think, would work towards reducing the dependence on carbon emission. That's what I can make
Okay.
of.
Thank you, Nipur. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Sir, should I continue from the introduction part?
No, it's okay. We have seen your methodology, your how you are going to implement, what are your findings. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir. Okay, sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Miss Nimisha KM. Nimisha KM, ma'am. Following this, Miss Nimisha KM will present exponentiate beta exponential distribution review.
Good afternoon. I am Nimisha KM, Research Scholar, Department of Statistics, Farouk College, Kozhikode, Kerala. Under the guidance of Dr. Nasima Bibi, here my paper title is Review on some extensions of beta distribution. These are my contents. Introduction. Beta generated family of distributions provides a highly flexible framework in statistics capable of modeling a wide variety of data behaviors. These distributions effectively capture skewness, heavy types, and multimodality, making them suitable for real-world applications in engineering, biology, reliability, and lifetime data analysis. Continuous research has led to new extensions and modifications, transmuted, exponentiated, and bivariate forms, highlighting their growing role in modern statistical modeling and future applications. We are motivated to review the beta distribution due to the wide applicability of beta generated
Ma'am,
family and its
ma'am, where is your
extensions.
PPT? Are you sharing screen or not?
Wait, is it okay?
Yes, it is visible.
Is it okay?
Yes, it is okay.
Motivation continues. By adding parameters, researchers have proposed modified and exponentiated versions, making the distributions more adaptable for different types of data, including skewed, heavy-tiled, and multimodal datasets. The review helps to summarize these extensions, highlight the applications, and indicate potential direction for future research in the generalized lifetime distributions. Review on some extensions of beta distribution. Beta normal distribution. In 2002, Nicholas introduced beta normal distribution derived from a logit of beta random variable. The distribution shape properties MLE methods for parameter estimations were discussed. It shows versatility in modeling symmetric, heavy-tailed, skewed, and bimodal distributions demonstrated using empirical data sets. Beta Gamble distribution. Nadaraj and Coates proposed the beta Gamble distribution derived from the logit of beta random variable. They presented its mathematical properties along with the graphical representation of the PDF and hazard rate function. The work highlights the importance of the Gamble and exponential distribution in engineering and reliability applications. Then next, beta exponential distribution. In 2005, Nadaraj and Coates introduced the beta exponential distribution, a generalization derived from logit of beta random variable. They provided a detailed account of its mathematical properties, including moments, variance, skewness, kurtosis,
Nimisha,
entropies, and order statistics. The study
Nimisha,
also discussed. Oh, yes?
here come to your objectives and discuss results and conclusion. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
this is for all participants.
Conclusion and future works. The beta generated family and its many extensions like beta normal, beta gamble, beta exponential, beta Pareto, beta generalized exponential provide a flexible framework for statistical modeling. This model successfully handles skewness, heavy tails, multimodality, and availability data often outperforming traditional distributions, excessive mathematical properties like rating functions, office star functions, order statistics, and estimation methods being developed. Applications in hydrology, biology, and lifetime analysis show strong performance and better fit than classical models. Recent development results may multivariate generalization, machine learning integration, Bayesian estimation, structural properties, parameter estimation, and practical applications. Here are the references. Thank you.
Thank you, Nimisha. Am I audible? Hello. Hello, Nimisha, am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am, audible.
Yes. Dear, give me one real life example of your this extension beta distribution.
Ma'am, I am joined in research work recently. I need to work on it.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Miss Pooja Kumari. Miss Pooja Kumari, are you presenting?
Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir, I am presenting, but my camera is off. Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Hello?
audible.
Yes,
So,
sir,
Miss
and my
Pooja
camera
Kumari,
is off because of network issue. So that's why I have joined from from laptop also, from mobile also. Sir, I'm sharing my screen.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay, sir.
So, Ms. Pooja Kumari will discuss exploring corporate adoption of cryptocurrency and revealing the key determinants. Thank you, Ms. Pooja Kumari.
Yes, sir. Please allow me a moment. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible, but it
I
is
have
not.
shared. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Is my presentation visible?
No, it's not visible.
वो डेस्कटॉप स्क्रीन खाली दिख रही है क्या?
Yes.
So please where there is network, sir, please where there is a serious network issue in my area, my Wi-Fi there is. What happened?
Are you able to
Sir, I
present?
have, yes, sir, I was presenting, but what happened? I could not figure it out. Just give me a moment.
Yes, now it is visible.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
sir. Um, explore, sir, wait. Exploring corporate adoption of cryptocurrency and revealing the key determinant. Introduction. So, wait a minute. I want to minimize this. Yes.
Okay, Pooja,
Is it visible?
Pooja, we
Yes,
have
sir.
seen the topic. So please directly come to the methodology part, how you have done this.
Okay, sir. So this study has adopted a mixed method approach combining qualitative and quantitative methods. The qualitative component is used to explore and identify the determinants, like factors influencing corporate adoption of cryptocurrency, including mapping interrelation, while the quantitative component tests the significance and strength of those determinants across the sample of corporation. Sir, and wait. Sampling is purposive sampling of cooperation from variety of industries. Sir, sir, Actually, I have written the paper, and I due to shortage of time, I had just मतलब उसमें से जो crop important part है उसको मैंने crop करके slide में include किया so that I can present. सर जो मेन फैक्टर ये ये इंडस्ट्री से और फैक्टर्स है, तो बैंकिंग को कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं क्रिप्टो करेंसी अडॉप्शन पे, तो वो कैन आई रीड?
Yeah. Just we are looking your slide. Okay, so you conclude this.
Okay, sir. Banking and oil industries have the most diverse consideration for blockchain adoption, reflecting their regulatory, operational, and financial complexities. Industries like manufacturing and agri-food have fewer key factors, indicating that blockchain adoption in these areas may be more straightforward or driven by fewer but crucial motivation. Securities, regulatory compliance, and efficiencies are recurring themes across all industries, showing that while blockchain has a unique use case, some common adoption challenges still exist. Sir, there is limitation. Our studies have some limitations which can be addressed by future studies. The limited sample size may not fully represent the diverse perspective and experience of companies. Considering cryptocurrency adoption, the study focuses on specific set of criteria derived from existing literature and opinion.
Okay,
Other
thank you.
tell-
Yeah. Can you
Thank
please
you,
tell
sir.
me on which technology your cryptocurrency is based on?
Sir, blockchain.
Okay, so what is the purpose of blockchain?
सर ब्लॉकचेन जो होता है वो इंडिपेंडेंट लेजर होता है, तो जिसमें अगर आप मतलब बेसिकली वो टेक्नोलॉजी है कि अगर आप एक अपना सर आई एम नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्लेन इन अ सिंपल वे बिकॉज इट्स अ टेक्निकल कॉन्सेप्ट ब्लॉकचेन, बट मैं एक मिनट से मैं बताती हूँ। ब्लॉकचेन में जो इंडिपेंडेंट लेजर होते हैं, जैसे आपने उसमें कुछ एडजस्टमेंट कर दिया तो कोई और उसमें नहीं कर सकता है।
चलिए ठीक है। ओके, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Pooja. Miss Prerna Dwivedi.
Prerna Dwivedi, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Please share your
Uh,
slide, start presenting.
Okay, sir. Uh, is it visible, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes, it is visible. Right.
Um,
It is visible. Please
okay.
come to the methodology middle.
Methodology, sir.
Yes, come to the research methodology.
Okay. Sir, my topic is, may I share my topic?
We have seen your topic. Come to the research methodology, how you have done it. Explain quickly.
Okay. We have collected data from 200 women teachers using a structured questionnaire. The questionnaire was designed to measure 15 key indicators of work-life balance, categorized into three main groups. That is work interfering with personal life interfering with work, and positive aspect of work and personal life enhancement. And we used SPSS software for statistical analysis, and we checked the reliability of the data using Cronbach alpha. We got the value above 0.7, and we have also used relative agreement index and group agreement index to rank different work-life balance factors, and one way ANOVA to test the hypothesis about the influence of demographic factors.
Okay.
Sir, key findings.
Show me the findings.
Oh, okay. Sir, key findings for ANOVA test result. ANOVA test results that null hypothesis for all seven of the demographic factors were rejected. This means that factors like age, marital status, experience, and even salary satisfaction all have significant impact on women teachers' work-life balance.
This finding highlights that challenges and perception of work-life balance are not uniform, but are shaped by the teacher's individual profile. And conclusion is that, sir, a study confirms that
Can
women teachers
can you
and
switch your camera on?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Can you switch on your camera? Okay, thank you.
Sir, conclusion is that a study confirms that women teachers in Bhilai is fulfilling the personal life and enhancing. सर इन शॉर्ट इफ डेमोग्राफिक फैक्टर्स जो है वो इम्पैक्ट करते हैं पर्सनल लाइफ को भी वुमेन की और वर्क लाइफ को भी तो इट इज डिपेंड ऑन द मैरिटल स्टेटस एज and qualification experience. It varies from person to person.
So
Thank you.
Prerna, how you shared your questionnaire to the people involved in the survey? The Google form?
Yes, sir. Through Google Form also, I visited personally with all the I met teachers personally and
Do you have the form here? Google form link here?
yes, sir. Sure.
Please share the Google form link in the comment box.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give me a few minutes time.
And please conclude.
एक second.
Please conclude first. You can share the link later on.
Yes, sir. Sir, work and personal life are closely linked to women teachers in Bhilai, and demographic factors significantly influence the level of work-life balance experienced by the teachers. My study is limited as it is done in only Bhilai region of Chhattisgarh. Future research could be expanded to other regions also and other sectors also. Sir, I'm done, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so much.
I'm sharing the link.
Thank you, Prerna.
Thank you, sir.
Next is Miss Priya.
Please unshare your screen.
Miss Priya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please present. So Miss Priya will share efficient neurosophic exponential estimated for determining the imprecise population mean. Miss Priya, please
Yes,
share.
sir. 1 minute, sir.
And every participants, keep your cameras on.
Children will listen to that.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is as well.
Priya, please start
Yes.
and
Ji, sir.
directly come to your methodology. We have seen your topic. Come to the
Okay.
methodology.
Okay, sir. सर दिस इज आवर प्रपोज एस्टिमेटर मतलब इसमें से हम फाइंड करते हैं सर अपना पॉपुलेशन मीन मतलब इस पे इसको सॉल्व करके देन हम फिर इस पे सिमुलेशन करते हैं और फिर हम इस पे रियल डेटा मतलब रियल लाइफ डेटा फिट करते हैं मतलब ऐसा कोई सर मेथोडोलॉजी नहीं है हम पॉपुलेशन मीन फाइंड किया है हमने अपने इस एस्टिमेटर का जितने भी एग्जिस्टिंग वंस एस्टिमेटर है हमारा ये एस्टिमेटर उनसे बेस्ट परफॉर्म कर रहा है इन सिमुलेशन or in real data also.
So have you compared the results with the
Ji, sir.
proposed model and the existing one?
Yes, sir.
Have you compared the results
Ji,
of
sir.
proposed model with the existing model?
Ji, sir.
Okay,
Here is a comparison.
okay, this is a comparison table. Okay,
It is a MSc and it is a PRE.
okay. So please conclude.
And same for the real data. Here is a comparison between MSc and PRE with
What
the
real
existing
data are
ones.
they? What real data you used here?
Ma'am, stock market NVDA data.
Okay, which
Here,
stock?
जी sir,
And
जी
then-
ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay ma'am, thank you so much.
Everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Keep your cameras on. So next presenter is Ms. Purva Paliwal, who will present on awareness and practices on smoking and other communicable disease risk factors, including tobacco related provision among school going children, Rajasthan, India. So, Ms. Purva Paliwal,
Yes, sir.
please proceed.
So let me share my screen.
And other participants, all keep your cameras on.
Ask everybody by name.
Sumita ma'am, Mukti Ketan, and Priya, RV Mansa ma'am, Renu ma'am.
So is my presentation
Dean
visible?
sir and Smita ma'am. Keep your cameras on.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visual.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Purva from ICMR near NCD Jodhpur, and my topic for today is awareness and practice on smoking and other non-communicable diseases, risk factor, including tobacco-related provision among school-going children in Rajasthan, India. So this is the introduction that why we have chosen that particular topic. So as we can see, the global death rate due to the tobacco right now is 8 million worldwide.
Please
Yes,
come
sir.
to the methodology part.
Sure, sir. Okay, so this is the design and methodology. So our study was the cross-sectional study, which was done with the help of an semi-structured questionnaire, which was given or administered by Open Data Kit, the ODK platform, to the students. And the questionnaire contained having questions on knowledge, attitude, practices related to tobacco, the laws related to tobacco, the national and the COTPA law, health programs, exposure to the students, and physical activity by dietary habits, so that we can understand the practice of the student related to non-communicable diseases and the parental influence. Next is the study site and population. So this, as we know, the study was done in the Rajasthan state, but we have taken the Jodhpur section, and over there also we were given 8 schools by the district officer. And after that, from there we have taken students from 13 to age 30.
Okay,
So,
Purva, come to the key findings of your
okay,
title.
sir. Ji, sir. So these are the findings. So the knowledge gap, since we were focusing on the NCD, we have taken the awareness for the different diseases, and we got the poor knowledge of the student for the non-communicable disease, and also the nutrition gap was found out as the students were not following a healthy diet. Next is on for the tobacco itself. So we were first trying to analyze the understanding of the students for the COTPA law, and we found that only 40 to 48% of the students were aware of the COTPA, while though you can say a minimum number of students were using the tobacco, and only 0.6% were using tobacco, but the tobacco signs to be shown according to the COTPA law were not there. Only 65 students were understanding the concept of COTPA and the need of putting the signs. Next is the significant predictors for COTPA as were analyzed by multilogical. Students are aware of tobacco sign, they would be more aware of the law, and they be more aware of the tobacco harmful effects. Next were government programs. This is the third predictor we found to be having impact on the knowledge for COTPA and awareness on the tobacco, which would increase by 2.74%. And finally, the parental guidance to be a significant predictor that more the parents are involved with the students involved with the children, the more there would be awareness, be it for the non-communicable diseases or the COTPA awareness. So this is the conclusion. So we can conclude that there is a limited awareness for the laws for the national programs on the non-communicable disease as well as COTPA and other tobacco-related programs. And there is a need to strengthen the education system so that we can increase and make the student aware about different kind of diseases, including harmful disease caused by tobacco, which are coming under non-communicable diseases. And then the parental involvement is a most significant predictor which could help and help the students along with the teachers so that they can give a better approach to the students for making sure that the students do not go into peer pressure and develop the habit of tobacco consumption. Thank you, sir. Sir, I conclude with that.
Okay, thank you, Purva. So, is there any your topic is related to the smoking and some disease risk prediction, huh?
Yes, sir.
The conclusion that we have presented is related to only Rajasthan, or it is national data?
So this is only right now for the Rajasthan, specifically the Jodhpur state of it.
Okay, so it is more specific.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, and the data set that you have used, you got it from survey, or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's a primary data.
spam data? Fine.
Yes, sir.
So you collected your data by which source? By
So
interviewing them or making questionnaire?
yes, sir. So we made a semi-structured questionnaire by
Okay.
taking the STEPS questionnaire of WHO and the tobacco questionnaire from WHO and some authorized questionnaires like that, and we put the questionnaire on ODK platform so that we can give that to the students, and we ask the questionnaire to the students at the school itself.
Okay. And what tool you have used for the data analysis purpose?
Sir, SPSS software, 26 version, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So next person is Miss Renu Kumari.
Yes, sir.
So Miss Renu Kumari will present variance estimation in time-scaled surveys using memory, type optimal ratio, and regression estimators. Renu Kumari,
Yes, sir.
please present. And others, keep your cameras on.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Sir, my topic is
Please
variance
come to your
estimation.
work. Renu, ji,
Okay.
please come to your work that you have done.
Okay, sir. Sir,
And
in this study,
everyone, you are requested to please put your camera on for a minute so that we can take a screenshot and later on you can turn it off. Please put your camera on for a minute. Renu, please unshare your screen.
okay, sir.
Take the names.
Miss Prerna Dwivedi and Smita Dubey, Ketan sir, and Shane sir, please put your cameras on. Smita ma'am, Alka
Sir?
Yadav, keep your camera on. Pranjal, Mr. Pranjal,
Mukti Ketan, Alka Yadav, please turn your camera on for a minute. Take.
Some network issue is there. That's why. Maybe just give me 1 second.
Anyways, thank you, everybody. You can turn it off now. And next presenter, Ms. Renu, please continue.
Yes, sir. Sir, in this study, we proposed two estimators using EWMA statistics, ratio estimator and regression estimators. And now we find the MSE of for ratio estimator given in equation 3 and regression estimator given in equation 4. Now we compare the proposed estimator with existing estimators like conventional estimators. Comparison with conventional estimator is given in equation 5 and comparison with power ratio and conventional regression estimator is given in equation 6. And then comparison with search type power ratio and search type regression estimators is given in equation 7. And comparison with memory type ratio estimator is given in equation 8. And in equation 9, the comparison with memory type regression and power ratio estimator is given here. Now we conduct the simulation study to verify our theoretical findings. Here we generate the
and n is equal to 600 units using the model given here from the normal population and 1000 units from the gamma population with given parameter with different values of correlation coefficient in the fixed settings. Now we draw sample sizes of different sizes like 30, 60, 120, 240 and compute the MSE using the following expression with 10,000 iterations. Now simulation findings are given in table 1. Here we see that for smoothing constant 0.1, we see that the MSE of the proposed estimators T1M and T2M is 250 and 249 is too less than the others existing and memory type estimators. For the correlation coefficient like 0.1, we see here the MSE is minimum as comparison to the others existing and conventional ratio type estimators. Here is the simulation finding for normal population. Then here is the finding for gamma population. Here we can also see that the proposed estimators MSE is minimum as compared to the existing conventional estimators and existing memory type estimator. Here we see for the correlation coefficient 0.9 for sample size 30, we see that the proposed estimators has MSE 278 and 279, which is minimum as compared to the other existing and conventional estimators. For similarly, we can see for others. Now we move to the real data study. Here is a line diagram for the MSE for different value of sample size n is equal to 30 with different value of correlation coefficient. Here we see that the MSE for proposed estimators and existing estimators. Similarly, this is the line graph for MSE of different value for fixed correlation coefficients with this different varying sample size. Here is the line graph for fixed value of correlation coefficient and fixed value of sample size with different value of smoothing constant. Here is the real data study. We take the data from Gujarati book, which is based on the demand of chicken in the United States during 1960, 92 to 1980. Here is and the population characteristics are given here, and the density plot for a study variable and auxiliary variable are given here. Now we move to the illustration of real data study.
Renuji, please conclude.
Okay, sir. In the real data study, we see that the where here we can conclude. Finally, we move to the conclusion. Here we proposed memory type optimal ratio and regression estimator based on the EWMS, which is performed better than the other existing and conventional estimators like ratio type, regression type, and other cells type regression ratio estimator. So, which is shown in the using theoretical efficiency condition and using simulation findings, and these simulation findings are verified using the real data study. Now we conclude. Thank you, sir. Here is the reference.
Okay, thank you, Redu. So we'll be inviting our next presenter, Miss R.V. Monsa. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please turn on your camera.
I'm
and
sharing my slides, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, good morning, good afternoon, sir. Myself, R.V. Mansa, a research scholar, Vignan Foundation for Science, Technology and Institution. So, today I am presenting my study on a hybrid probit regression model using Uden index-based threshold for improved medical classification accuracy. So under the guidance of Dr. M. Chaitanya Priya. So in biomedical research, many outcomes are binary like disease presence or absence, treatment success or failure like that. So while logistic regression has the most widely used tool for binary classification, even though the probability regression
Madam, please
offers.
come to your work that you have done.
Sir?
Please show your work that you have done.
Yes, sir. Yes. So my proposed work is I want to the Udin index offers a feature binarization technique that is more reliable. So which is the balance between the accurate and detecting positive and negative cases is improved by the optimizing the sum of sensitivity and specificity. Coming to my hypothesis is, so the primary hypothesis of my study is that when the quantitative features are binarized using the Udin index, so which is as a approach 2, the probit regression is which is the approach 1, performance will be the better when raw continuous features are widely used. So this is in the approach 1 probit regression equation. So in this approach, I use the probit regression with Udin index based binarization. So in application, I have considered the PIMA Indian diabetes data set. So actually here I have considered the dependent variables diabetes mellitus and the independent variables are glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI, pedigree function score, age and pregnancies I have considered. So in approach 1, missing values are replaced by the median and the outliers were treated using the Winsorization method and the linearity was checked using the Box-Tidwell test as the several features did not follow the linearity. So we applied the Z transformation. After the transformation technique, multicollinearity was dissolved with the variance influencing factor is less than 5. After we applied the probit regression using transferred continuous features. In approach to the missing value, here also the missing values were replaced by the median. All the quantitative features are binarized using the Udin index. So after the binarization, the multicollinearity was checked. Here the variance influence factor is less than 5. So later we applied the probit regression with the binarized features. So actually we split the data into trained and test data sets using 80:20 ratio. So and we used the stratified 5-fold cross validation. And to evaluate the model performance, we used the standardized metrics like such as accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, area under the curve. Here we compared the both approaches based on the accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. These are the results. In the first table represents the comparison of the both approaches according to the accuracy, train, and test data set in each fold. Here the average train accuracy is 0.73 without binarization, which is approach 1. And in test accuracy also, average test accuracy is 0.73. And the average train accuracy with binarization is 0.77 and 0.76 for test accuracy. So in the second table, we compare the both approaches according to the precision in train and test data set. Here also the average train precision is 0.63 and test precision is 0.64 in approach 1. And the average train precision is 0.7 and 0.69 in test in approach 2. So in the third table, we compared the recall. So the average recall, train recall is 0.54 and 0.55 in test data set without binarization. So with binarization, the average train recall value is 0.58 and test also we got the 0.58. And in table 4, we compared the F1 score. So the average F1 score in the train data set without binarization is 0.58 and 0.59 in test. So like that with binarization, the average train F1 score is 0.64 and the test set is the average F1 score for test data set is 0.63. So in the table 5, we compared the area under the curve. So here the average area under the curve in train data set is 0.8 and test data set is 0.79 in approach 1. And in approach to the average area under the curve in prime data set is 0.83 and test data set is 0.82. So this is the area under the curve of the both approaches in each fold. So coming to my conclusion is probit regression with Udin index-based binarization consistently outperformed the median-based approach. The pooled analysis showed an area under the curve improved from 0.83 to 0.816, which was statistically significant, we found by using the D-long test. So this confirms a statistical significant advantage of Udin approach overall. So Udin index binarization improves the threshold selection, so making the probit regression more robust and clinically meaningful.
Okay,
Yes.
madam,
Sir?
these approach 1 and approach 2 that you have discussed, are they
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
classification models that we have developed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is implemented in some way?
Sir, actually, no, sir, it was not implemented, sir. We checked already. That's why I want to prove like this, sir.
Like it is in mathematical phase or it has been implemented through some computer algo?
Sir, I didn't get your question, sir.
Hey, my question is, have you developed any algo for the approach 1 and approach 2?
No, sir, till now, no, sir. I am still in presentation, sir.
Okay, so how you calculate the result for approach 1 and approach 2?
So actually, according to the conclusion, we got that approach 2 is the better one to approach 1, sir. So because of Udin index, if you by using Udin index, you can do the binarization, means you will get more accuracy and also.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, can I?
You can
Option?
unshare.
Yes. Okay. Sir.
So our next presenter is Miss Alka Yadav. Miss Alka Yadav, are you there? So we proceed further. Vaibhav Singh Shekhawat. Mr. Vaibhav. Mr. Vaibhav.
Yes, sir. Yes. Am I audible? Hello. One sec, sir.
So Vaibhav present improved estimators for mean and of population using ancillary variable under linear systematic sampling.
Yes, sir. Sir, my PPT is visible?
Yes, visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Vaibhav Singh Shekhawat, pursuing PhD under the supervision of Dr. Kamlesh Kumar. Today's my topic is improved estimator for mean of population using ancillary variable under linear systematic sampling.
Okay, Vaibhav, please come to the work that you have done.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Your proposed model or anything that you have done, please directly come to that.
Yes, sir. Sir, by using here, I have done work that by using linear systematic sampling, I have proposed Searle type estimator. Before that, the Searle type estimator is proposed in linear systematic sampling. So here I have compared the estimator, my proposed estimator, with the normal ratio estimator, product estimator, and generalized estimator. So as I mentioned here, that Searle in 1964 first introduced the estimator for mean of population utilizing non-coefficient of variation of steady variable in simple random sampling. So by using this, I have proposed the estimator. Yes, sir.
Voice is not clear.
Voice is not clear, sir. Hello.
Okay, it's clear.
So I have proposed a ratio product and generalized ratio type estimator for mean of population in linear systematic sampling. These are the MSC of the proposed estimators. These is the minimum MSC of the proposed estimator. These are the MSC of relevant estimators. I have compared under these conditions, the proposed estimator T6 shows lower MSE than the relevant estimator. Under these condition, it will perform better than the other estimators. For this study, I have used two data sets. First is of Shandal's 1992 and the second is of Murthy 1967. These are the MSC and PRE of the estimators. So as I told you, the proposed estimator T6 perform better than the other estimators. So the MSC of the proposed estimator is lesser than the other estimators, and the relative efficiency is higher than the other estimators. Conclusion: so estimator T4 and T6 exhibits lower MSC compared to the other estimators, and T6 has less MSC in comparison to the other estimators. Hence, we can conclude that the proposed estimators are more effective in contrast to the other present estimators, as they incorporates ancillary information on coefficient of variation and intra-class correlation. These are the references. Thank you, sir.
These estimation techniques you have implemented by your own?
Yes, sir.
These estimation technique that you have proposed,
Yes, sir.
are your own proposed models?
Yes, sir.
And have you implemented them in the form of some software development for the better usage purpose, or still in mathematical mode?
Sir, it will help. It will give the best precise result in forest survey, in agriculture research, in medical research.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So now we faculty presenters who bring extensive academic and research expertise.
हाँ जस्ट अभी मेरा ही तो हो रहा था नहीं नहीं
And we have
इंट्रोडक्शन वो तो बताने के लिए मना कर दिया तो डायरेक्ट तुमने बताना था क्या प्रपोज किया क्या कंपैरिजन किया दो क्वेश्चन पूछ लिए
everyone take 5 to 10 and
हाँ हाँ
next presenter Dr. who will present health behavior among the school children, a qualitative research from Rajasthan, India. Dr. Chetan's work emphasizes the importance of qualitative approaches to understand health behaviors and lifestyle patterns of a deeper perspective on child health and wellness. Please, ma'am. Ma'am. And Vaibhav, mute your voice.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I think my screen is green. Just wait 1 second. Yes, now okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Vaibhav. Is my screen visible? Yeah, thank you so much. So, my name is Dr. Mukti Khaitan, and I am Scientist C at Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute for Implementation Research on Non-Communicable Disease. The topic of my presentation is Health Behavior and Lifestyle Challenges Among School Children, a qualitative research from Rajasthan, India. Objective of this study is to explore school children's lifestyle habit, identify barriers, and assess facilitators for adopting a healthy lifestyle. Introduction. First, I would like to explain some words which I will use throughout my presentation. Non-communicable disease. Non-communicable disease are diseases that do not spread from one person to another person, like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, lung disease. Now, the second question is why it is so important. So, as per WHO 2022 report, NCD accounts for 74% of global death. And if we see disease-wise, then cardiovascular disease shared 40 to 45%, cancer shared 20 to 25%, chronic respiratory disease shared 9 to 10%, and diabetes shared 3 to 4%. There are many risk factors associated with non-communicable disease. One is modifiable risk factors, which these risk factors basically we can modify through healthy practices like unhealthy diet, high intake of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, low intake of fruits, vegetable, and whole grains, physical inactivities like lack of regular exercise, tobacco use, that means use of smoking tobacco, and exposure to secondhand smoke. For these risk factors, the chances of non-communicable disease may increase. The other risk factor is called non-modifiable risk factors. These cannot be changed, but these are very important to identify the high-risk group, like age. As we know that if age increases, the chances of heart disease may increase. Similarly, NCD differs in prevalence between men and women. And also family history also play a very important role to identify the high-risk pregnancy group, like diabetes, hypertension. These are called non-modifiable risk factors of NCD. Understanding and addressing behavior risk factors such as diet, physical activity, and tobacco use among school children can pave the way for effective primary prevention strategies against non-communicable disease. Methodology, we have used the study design, the qualitative research design we have used for our study site and participants. The study site was conducted in rural and urban area, covering government and private school in Jodhpur district. We have took 8 schools in Jodhpur. The study participants are school students, school teachers, parents, canteen staff. Sample size, the total sample size is 31 and we have used purposive sampling for selection of samples. The sample include 18 school children, 6 teachers, 5 parents and 2 canteen staff from rural and urban government and private schools. Data collection method. Here we have used 2 data collection methods. One is focus group discussion and another one is in-depth interview. In focus group discussion, basically we took the group from the students and we asked the question. And for in-depth interview, we selected the individual person for this interview. FGD and IDI checklist had 3 sections. So we asked the question based on 3 sections. First, understanding of non-communicable disease and their risk factors and related programs. Second one, challenges, barriers, facilitators for healthy lifestyle. And the third is support and suggestion from promoting healthy behavior. Consent process, consent form obtained from the teachers, canteen staff, parents as well as students. Data analysis. So we have collected the data in the form of audio. Then we transcribe the audio into Hindi. And after that, we translate the transcribe into English. And after that, we have done the thematic analysis with the help of NVivo software. And we have used inductive and deductive method both for the analysis. For the data analysis, basically we summarize the data into 2 tables. Table 1, which is a detail of participants, and in table 2, we give the result of thematic analysis. So in the table 1, we can see we have already mentioned that we have done 2 focus group discussion. So here we can see the number of participants is 8 in both the group. And for teachers, as you can see, the age of the teacher between 29 to 46, as well as the experience you can see between 2 years to 23 years. Similarly, we took 5 interviews for parents as well, both male and female, and some are teachers, some are admin staff, and we took 2 canteen staff interview. Now the result of thematic analysis, which is very useful for the qualitative research. So based on data analysis, we found 4 themes and accordingly we prepared the sub-theme as well. So the first theme is awareness, knowledge and practice of healthy lifestyle. In that, awareness of NCD and NCD related program. So we participants had basic understanding of NCD, but they have very limited knowledge of risk factors of NCD. And they have very limited awareness on NCD related programs, which is going on by the government. Knowledge of healthy lifestyle behavior. Some participants mentioned that maintaining daily routine with monitoring exercise and yoga is essential for lifestyle behavior, for healthy lifestyle behavior. Some acknowledge balanced diet with high fruits and vegetables. Some mention aware of harmful effects of tobacco, and some also share some stories on tobacco use and its economic and health impact. Practices of healthy lifestyle behavior. Students admitted that they eat fast food occasionally. Teachers mentioned that some students bring lunchbox with packaged food, and due to their parents' busy schedule, they are using this fast food in their lunchbox. Only few participants is involving in physical activity. This is mentioned by the teachers. The second theme is challenges, barriers to healthy lifestyle. Accessibility barriers. In that, teachers mentioned that there is a lack of recreational space like park and playground. There is a shortage of physical education instructor in a school, as well as students have very time constraint in their schedule. So these are the challenges for students for maintaining the healthy lifestyle, behavior and practical barriers. So students prefer fast foods as compared to nutritious food, and because of the advertisement and social media, students like pizza, burger, and they remained inactive as compared to active people. And familial influence, because of family also, like some students mentioned that their father taking the tobacco, that's why they are using this tobacco products. So the family influence is also there. Difficulty in sustaining healthy habits. So students mentioned that they know about the healthy things, but it is for them it is difficult to maintain the healthy habit in their daily life. Social and economic barriers. Parents mentioned that healthy foods are more expensive as compared to junk food, and peer and parental influence is also there for maintaining the healthy lifestyle. Gender specific physical activity barriers. Some parents mentioned that they do not allow their girls for the physical activity outside. Parental attitude and practices. Because of time and because of convenience, parents used to give the fast food for their students, for their children. And because of cultural also, they used to take the unhealthy food. We found some facilitators and benefit also, like family and peer support. So family and their motivation is very important role in the maintaining the healthy lifestyle. If the family supports and motivates a student, people used to participate in the physical activity, games, and family parents basically may make balance between the nutrition food as well as tasty food, and sharing gives exposure to a new food. Many students share their experience for the food. School initiative is also plays a very important role for the healthy lifestyle, like policies against tobacco use, incorporating physical activity in their curriculum, midday meal program, fruit break with lunch break. There are many schools who celebrate some days especially related to nutritious food, like fruit break, sometimes some vegetable day, like this they celebrate. Health education and awareness program. In many schools, we found that health education is there in their curriculum. Technology dual impact in education. Teachers mentioned that because of the social media, because of the technology, people are used to sit in one place and see the mobile. But in other side, parents mentioned that technology is useful for them to make up tasty food for their children. This is the last recommendation and support. We received many recommendations to remain for this healthy lifestyle, like future initiative and program development. Teacher emphasize on consistent monitoring of healthy diet. Organize a sports event, parent support positive habits. habits. So teachers mentioned that there should be a sports event in their school, as well as consistently monitoring is required for healthy diet. Parental and community support. So community parks and gym to encourage physical activity. Parents mentioned that if there is a park, then they can encourage in students for their physical activity. Policy changes. So there should be a strict rule for the health policies as well as for the regular health checkup. Enhancing a school environment or on healthy lifestyle. So there should be a adequate sports facilities with variety of organized physical activities. There should be a program on mental health, well-being, as well as there should be a program for cleanliness and hygiene. Conclusion. Bridging the gap between health knowledge and practice requires a holistic approach, enhancing communication about health programs, improving access to recreational space, and implementing policies to regulate unhealthy food are essential. Engaging families and educators and integrating health communication into school programs will help promote healthier behavior and reduce the risk of non-communicable disease. By linking these insights directly to intervention design, stakeholder mobilization, and policy recommendation, this study will help develop sustainable strategies to reduce NCD risk factors in school setting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable words. So our next faculty presenter is Dr. Reggie Sain, who will present Bayesian analysis of high-dimensional data and application to adenocarcinoma survival.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Just a minute, okay? I will. Wait. I thought you are going to actually share the PDF presentation. Is my presentation visible?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Riji Sen, and this work has been done in collaboration with my former PhD supervisor, Professor S.K. Upadhyay, Dr. Rakesh Ranjan, and Dr. Atanu Bhattacharya. So the topic for my presentation is Bayesian analysis of high dimensional data and application to adenocarcinoma survival. So adenocarcinoma is a kind of lung cancer that typically affects a lot of patients worldwide, and it has very typical characteristics in the sense that it actually affects a lot of non-smokers and women in particular. So we thought of seeing what are the causative factors and what are the factors that are actually affecting the disease progression and the response to treatment. So we have found that one of the major factors that actually affect these two things are a person's genetic makeup and also age. So that is what we have taken as our covariates. So obviously, when genomic data becomes the covariate, this becomes a fairly large covariate space. So it's a kind of big data over here. Another thing that we have noticed is a person who has cancer can die due to cancer or due to some other causes as well. These other causes can be some heart conditions or some nerve conditions that have developed due to living with cancer or due to the medicines that are administered for treating cancer. So this is a typical situation of competing risk model. So that is what we have done. So we have done competing risk model and our covariate space is a bit large. That is a gist. So, one second. Okay. So this is what I have already said, that we have gone for a competing risk model, and the patients who have died due to relapse of the disease, that those patients we have coded as one. Patients who have died despite the disease not relapsing, we have coded their status as two. And patients who are still surviving, they are treated as censored observation and coded as 0. Okay, so point number 4 actually is representing the general likelihood for the computing risk model of such a scenario. And here, for the two components of the computing risk, we have used exponential and Weibull. So combining exponential and Weibull, we have got a set of 4 models, namely exponential exponential, exponential Weibull, Weibull exponential, and Weibull Weibull. So point number 5 is representing the likelihood for the Weibull model, which is the most general model and most complicated model in our study. So you can have a look. Next slide. Okay. For the Bayesian formulation, for the parameters of eta 1, eta 2, kappa 1, and kappa 2, note that these are basically your scale and shape parameters. So they have positive support. So we have gone for gamma priors. And for the covariate space, we have actually gone for a p-variate normal distribution. That is what we have considered as the prior for the covariate space. So the resultant posterior is given as such PWW. Okay, I have not numbered this equation. I'm sorry. So you can, this is the posterior. You can just check. It's a bit complicated, but yeah. Okay, coming to the numerical analysis, we had a data set of 432 lung cancer patients having adenocarcinoma. And the data set has 22,000 covariates. So this is a fairly large data set. And as you can remember, if we had just gone for classical analysis, you would have got very unstable estimates because, because of variance inflation, we would have had the estimates whose variances would be so large that they will not be admissible only. So the first criteria that came to our mind is to reduce this covariate space so that we can actually go for a meaningful Bayesian analysis also for the same. So we have done the reduction of the space using two-step procedure. First, we have used lasso, and then we have actually modified our Metropolis algorithm to work a bit like ridge regression. And this is our two-step procedure. The first procedure is obviously not fully, the whole procedure is not a fully Bayesian, as the first step is lasso, which is a classical procedure. In the first step, we were successful in reducing our covariate space to 400. And in the next procedure, we have reduced it to, I think, 14. The set of final 14 genes is given in table number 1. So these are the selected genes that we have finally used in our analysis, in our Bayesian analysis. Along with this, we have used another regressor, that is age. So for the posterior analysis, we have used again the Metropolis algorithm. And in this case, we have used multivariate normal kernel with the mean vector being approximated by the ML estimate and the variance covariance matrix approximated by the Hessian. So mind you, the Metropolis algorithm in our study has been used 2 times for 2 different purposes. Okay. So using this Metropolis algorithm, we were actually successful in finding out the posterior mean, median, mode, and HPD intervals. These are very standard procedures. So I have actually not left out the details, and also I have left out the table because it was a huge table repeating for every 4 models, and it would look very monotonous. So we have got some estimates. After that, this is an interesting table. We have here considered all the 4 models, and we have compared them using AIC and DIC, AIK information criteria and deviance information criteria. As you can see that the Weibull exponential model is being generally favored over across all domains. However, you can see that the differences is not very, very large, but they are there. Finally, coming to conclusion. So these are some of the things that we were able to conclude. First of all, the main objective of our study was to determine the driving genes that were affecting the survival of the patients and also the response to the treatment. That we were able to do. So we have found out that the gene named APOE, this was the most potent in our study. And in some other biological and microbiological studies also, this gene has been found to affect significantly patients of adenocarcinoma. The changes in the gene are actually affecting the patients. And this was the most potent one, and then followed by PDE12, RAT23B, APC, SIN1, DOC2. These are very well documented genes in other kinds of literature studies as well. And besides them, age is also a very important factor. So when your age is more, your survival chances through, if you're having adenocarcinoma, that is also becomes very limited. Another significant conclusion is that our Bayesian selection criteria have uniformly favored this Bayesian exponential model. So for such a kind of study, we can say, we can conclude that you can successfully use the viable exponential model, and you can go for a competing risk scenario, and you can do a Bayesian analysis successfully. This was all of our conclusion. Thank you for your attention, and if there is any question, I would like to.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So our next faculty presenter is Dr. Manika ma'am, who will present functional coefficient autoregressive model with the stochastic volatility based study. Dr. Agrawal's presentations focuses on advanced time series modeling with potential applications across economics, finance, and applied sciences, making it significant contribution to both theories and practice.
Screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Manika Agarwal. So today my topic is functional coefficients autoregressive model with stochastic volatility, a base study. So basically in this study, what we are doing is we are considering a functional coefficient autoregressive model that is nonlinear in nature, we all know, given by Chen and Tsai. We are proposing an extension of that FCR model by considering stochastic volatility error terms. And why we are doing this extension? Because we know that FCR is also nonlinear model, stochastic volatility model is also used to capture nonlinearities in any kind of phenomena. So when these two aspects combine, we can maximally capture the nonlinearity aspect in instances in several phenomena like financial data sets. For example, we have stock market. So for that, we need to capture maximum non-linearity or the abrupt fluctuations. So for that, we are considering an extension of the FCR model. So here in equation 1, you can see this is the general FCR model. The difference between the FCR model and the regular AR model, we know that in AR model, we have a constant AR coefficient, and here we have a functional coefficient for the model. So this is the setup that we have extended in equation 2, 3, and 4 by considering SV errors for the error terms. Now the challenge is to estimate this functional aspect, because this is the most important task. So for that, we have various methodologies, like we can go for the local linear smoothing, spline smoothing. So here in our work, we have considered free knot spline technique. One can easily obtain the likelihood function as given here. Now, in order to estimate the functional coefficient, we need to estimate it using an MI order polynomial spline. So you can easily see equation number 6 here, and one can easily approximate the function using this equation and can further approximate the likelihood function as given in 7. Now to proceed for the Bayesian analysis, we obviously need some set of priors. So for that, now for the polynomial spline function, we have certain parameters like we have knots. As we know, spline is collection of polynomials that are connected with certain knots at certain locations. So for the knots, we have Poisson prior. For the locations, we have uniform prior. And similarly, for beta I, we have a normal prior. After combining these priors into the likelihood, we can obtain the posterior. And the another important aspect are our volatility equation parameters, that is the H naught, this gamma, and tau square. So after combining all the joint priors and the likelihood, one can easily obtain the joint posterior density as given in equation 16. Now, we know that it is not analytically possible to track or to make inferences using such non-closed form of the density. So what we do is we go with the MCMC technique. For that, we are dividing it into three different Gibbs block. One is for the two are for related to the volatility equations that consist of the volatilities, which consist of the parameters of the volatility equation. And the third block is for the functional coefficient aspect, that are the beta coefficients, that are the knots and the locations. And simply by generating samples from these blocks, one can easily make inferences. Now, I'm skipping the part for generating samples from the volatility parameters and the volatility, since it is a regular approach, as we can see in several manuscripts, like one can go with Tripathi and Upadhyay in 2019, or one can go with the Lopes before that in 2011. We are here focusing on the aspects of sample generation from the block of beta I, ki, and xi I, that are the parameters of the functional coefficients. For that, what we're going to do is we will combine the prior distribution with the likelihood, and we can obtain the posterior densities. After combining, we can see that the beta i's I have converted into a closed density form, that is the multivariate normal density. So one can generate samples from here using iterative Gibbs sampling methodology. And for the ki and xi, that are the knots and locations, one can obtain this equation number 21 density form. And obviously the RJ-MCMC reversible jump MCMC approach comes into picture when we need to update that knots and locations. So for that, we have RJ-MCMC approach, and combining all the approaches together, we can generate the posterior samples and make inferences accordingly. So this was the theoretical aspect of the Bayesian complete Bayesian analysis. Now coming to the real data set, we have considered monthly exchange rate of Indian rupees relative to the US dollars. Here we can see in figure 1 that we have made a time series plot which is completely non-stationary. So in order to make it stationary, we have differenced it once. After differencing it, we need a suitable model. We have gone through a rigorous model selection criteria, but it has been skipped from the presentation point of view. So I'm just quoting here that the FAR 1,2 model was suited well. So we have considered it. We have performed the whole Bayesian analysis, and definitely after applying the RJ-MCMC and the MCMC techniques and the sample generation, here in figure 3, we can see the estimated functional coefficient that we were talking about earlier in the model. These are the numerical summaries, posterior summaries for the parameters of the volatility equation that we have extended for the error components. Another important aspect is also to visually estimate the volatility aspect. So here we can see several spikes, which show significance of extending the model with SV errors. We have also performed retrospective prediction for around 6 months. This red line shows the predictive values, and it is nicely covered within the predictive intervals. So to conclude, this paper discussed the Bayesian analysis using the Gibbs sampler, MCMC, and RJ-MCMC approach, and we have numerically illustrated on the financial data set. And it is expected that this analysis would help future researchers and business analysts for better policy makings and decision makings. These are some of the references that I have cited. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So next is Alka Yadav. Alka. Ms. Alka Yadav, are you able to present?
I am able to present, but
What?
my screen is not sharing it.
Ms. Alka, please present. If your presentation is not sharing, then orally you present.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Alka Yadav, research scholar from Department of Statistics, Banaras Hindu University. I am going to present my paper entitled as a Bayesian approach to reliability analysis in the stress strength model with weighted exponential distribution considering fuzziness. I am going to I am going to tell about the introduction part. To introduce the shape parameter to the exponential distribution, a new class of exponential distribution called weighted exponential distribution was introduced by Gupta and Kundu in 2009. The PDF is given in equation 1 and 2. The weighted exponential distribution is used as an alternative to other positively skewed lifetime distributions such as gamma, Weibull, and generalized exponential distribution, where shapes of the probability density almost resemble the corresponding shape of the weighted exponential distribution. I have used the stress strength model. The term stress strength was first introduced by Birnbaum and further it was developed by M.C. Crety. Let us suppose that if x and y be the two random variable and x represent the strength and y represent stress, the component works as long as its strength exceeds its stress and accordingly its reliability is given by probability of x is greater than y. In the stress strength model, it often happens that the observed data are not precise or exact due to misdetection or mishandling either on the part of the experimenter or the nature of the experimentation, and as a result, one has to take the recourse of fuzzy logic. Fuzzy reliability theory aims to account for uncertainties using fuzzy logic while analyzing the data. The concept of fuzzy set theory introduced by Jede allows for the representation of uncertainty by defining membership functions that describe the degree to which an element belongs to a particular set. In statistical analysis of reliability, this set may represent categories such as high reliability, low reliability, or medium reliability. The membership function takes different form depending on the nature of the problem. Some of them are triangular, trapezoidal, Gaussian, and sigmoidal. It is a mathematical technique that is used to describe ambiguity and uncertainty. The membership function in fuzzy set is a exposition of indicator function in a classical setting. Reliability in a stress strength layout considering weighted exponential distributions. The expression for the conventional reliability is given by R is equal to probability X greater than Y integration over the characteristic functions and the stress and strength distributions. Let us assume that both the random variable X and Y follows common shape parameters. Then the reliability example, conventional or traditional reliability is given in equation 5. Similarly, if we consider the weighted exponential distribution when they have different shape and scale parameter, which are given in equation 6. The traditional stress strength reliability, which are given in third and fourth, simply consider in some way the distance between x and y. In the setup of fuzzy logic, however, the stress strength reliability consider instead the distance x minus y when x is bigger than y fuzzily. The membership function for the fuzzy event x exceeds y fuzzily is given in equation number 7. The fuzzy stress strength reliability can be written using the concept of fuzzy probability is given in equation number 9. Similarly, the fuzzy strength reliability for case 2 is written in equation number 10. Methodology. Bayesian model formulation by considering two cases when the shape parameter are the same for both the stress and strength random variable. Under the assumption that x follows weighted exponential and y follows weighted exponential with common shape parameter, the joint PDF of x and y is written in equation number 11, the corresponding likelihood function in 12. Since there is no a priori information available for theta, it is better to proceed with a weakly informative prior, that is uniform distribution,
given in equation 13. For the parameter nu and eta, consider independent gamma priors as given in 14 and 15. The corresponding posterior can be expressed in 16. The full conditional for different variates involved in the joint posterior can be expressed up to proportionality in 17, 18, and 19. The full conditional given in 18 and 19 are concave on a logarithmic scale, and therefore samples can be easily drawn from two full conditionals using the procedure for drawing samples from log concave densities. One such procedure is the adaptive rejection sampling method proposed by Gilkes in 1992. The form given in equation number 17 is difficult from viewpoint of direct sampling procedure, and therefore one can use the Metropolis algorithm. When the shape and scale parameter are different for both stress and strength random variable, the PDF and the corresponding likelihood are given in equation 20 and 21. Priors for the shape parameter theta 1 and theta 2 are taken as a uniform distribution, and prior for the scale parameter eta 1 and eta 2 are taken as a gamma prior, independent gamma prior. The joint posteriors are expressed in equation number 26. The posterior given in 26 is also analytically intractable, and therefore we shall look first at the possibility of applying the Gibbs sampler algorithm. The full conditionals are given, and then as in the previous subsection, one can easily check that both equations are concave on logarithmic scale, and therefore adaptive rejection sampling of Gilkes can be used for corresponding sampling generations. And both equation 27 and 28 do not offer any standard form of generating sample, and therefore one can apply the Metropolis algorithm with an appropriately selected candidate generating density for generating the corresponding sample from these equations. Real data analysis. We take a data set consists of breaking strength of jute fiber at gauge length 10 mm and 20 mm for X and Y respectively. The data set was originally introduced by Zia et al. To provide the complete Bayesian analysis on the above dataset, let us begin by specifying the prior hyperparameter. The hyperparameter for the uniform distribution, we take 50 for each case, and for the hyperparameters involved in scale parameters, we take it from Asmita et al. Upon specifying the assumed prior distribution, we proceed to generate posterior sample for both model. To provide sample from each of the two posterior corresponding to the two considered model, we use the Gibbs sampler algorithm. Once the convergence was achieved, a sample of size 1K was obtained separately from two posteriors corresponding to each of the parameters, ensuring that the serial correlation among the generating variates remains almost negligible. This was done by picking up every 10th observation from generating chain. The moment estimate of the parameter for the two considered cases are reported in table 1. One can see from the estimated posterior, especially the estimated posterior mode, are quite close to moment estimates, giving obvious evidence that the chosen priors do not influence the result considerably. Corresponding to all specified parameters, the posterior characteristics in the form of posterior mean, median, and mode, and highest posterior density with coverage probability of 0.95 HPD are reported in table number 3. These are the tables. Conclusion. The paper provides the Bayes analysis of conventional and fuzzy reliability for two independent stress strength variable when both stress and strength follows weighted exponential distribution. Two cases are explored. First, when both stress and strength have common shape parameters, and second, when both have different shape and scale parameters. Using the proper but weak priors for the parameters, the paper obtains sample-based inferences based on Gibbs sampler algorithm with intermediate Metropolis steps for some of the full conditionals. It is shown that the inferences are mostly affected by the data, and as expected, the priors have negligible effect on the inferences. The numerical illustration effectively demonstrates that the fuzzy degree K significantly influences the fuzzy reliability in the sense that as the fuzzy degree K increases, the difference between fuzzy and conventional reliability diminishes, a finding that appears natural in this case. These are the some references. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alka. This concludes the presentations for this session. On the behalf of organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers who are, for their valuable contributions, and to the audience for their active participation. We hope the discussions in the session pave the way for new collaboration and further advancements in research for sustainable developments. Thank you all.